beautiful, feels like reading a book weather. Today's video. Oh, if you're new here, hi. My name is Cute Doll, and I'm famous because I'm skinny, I'm pretty, and I'm queen of the Iron Throne. My chat asked me to do a review of the book I'm always reading on my stream. You can get it in my Amazon storefront. It's called That's Not My Name by Lally, and she thought she had her life back. She was wrong. It was a mistake to trust him. So good, right? Okay, it's already so good. Okay, so I just want to preface this with that this video will have spoilers. I'm gonna actually tell you the whole story of what happened in the book. I know that's not what a book review is, but this is a Cute Doll style of what I want to do with this book. So it took me 3 days to read this, 3 nights on my stream to read this book. You can finish it in a couple hours. The whole entire book is good until you get to like the last 3 chapters. And the last 3 chapters is like, each last chapter is like 2 pages each, so it's like this much. When you get like up to this much, it's not good anymore. I never read a book before that I loved the whole entire book, like throughout the whole thing. Usually for all my books and movies, I usually don't like the whole book and I only like the ending, but this time it's the reverse. So I'm gonna tell you everything that happened. So you can actually just come back to this video after you finish watching the book. If there's a movie about this, my chat, just tell me and I will watch the movie. I will only like the movie if Lola is like a really pretty actress. Okay, so I'm gonna spoil it. So this is a spoiler, just letting you guys know. Just come back to this after you already read it. Okay. So, because instead of like going through a review and be like, I like this, like that, I'm just gonna tell you the whole story, okay? Because I just really, I don't really have anyone to talk to about this book. Okay, so, I started this book. It goes, every single chapter, it like alternates between, the boyfriend, his name is Andrew, and the girlfriend, her name is Lola. So it like throughout the entire book is every single chapter about that. Like sometimes they double down on a chapter, but pretty much every single chapter they go between. I love the bot today. The bot is botting for the podcast. They go between those two. It's freezing. Those two narrators. It feels like October. It's lovely. Okay, so basically the book starts off with the main character Lola. She basically, the only thing I don't like is like throughout the whole book, she's so injured. She has memory loss, she has scars, she has dark circles. She literally has like scars on her face. It sounds so painful throughout the entire book. The whole book is like 5 days. But it makes sense because the timeline, she's already been missing for 14 days. So that makes sense. I love that the timeline that Lally created actually makes sense. It's just like a treasure of a book. Okay. I might have to do 2 parts because it's freezing. Okay. So the first part, he's looking for his girlfriend, and it turns out, okay, my favorite character in the book, her name is Autumn. She's a redhead. I like natural redheads. I think they're so pretty. And yeah, that's my favorite character in the whole book. I like her attitude. I like everything about her. I like her outfits. She wears like sparkly sweatshirts and stuff. Sounds so cute. Like I wouldn't wear like a sparkly sweatshirt, but it's really cute. So basically the story starts off, this girl, she's like injured and she gets found by a police officer. The police officer takes her to the station, and then this guy comes in. He's like, hey, I'm her father. Let me take you to my cabin and show you all the paperwork. And this is my daughter. I have photos of her when she was little, and she doesn't remember anything. She doesn't even remember her name. And the guy, his name is Wayne, he tells her that her name is Mary. And the police officer lets her go with this man because he does show birth certificate and photos and overwhelming evidence, even an article in the newspaper that was published when she was born. So basically, it seems to be her father. He even has pictures of her when why the book is called That's Not Her Name. But we just want to kind of see how it unfolds. In the other chapters, her boyfriend is sticking up flyers everywhere looking for her. Her name is Lola, and looking for her. For 14 days she's already been missing, and now they're not even looking for a person anymore, looking for a body, which is so sad, right? And he has friends, Max and Autumn, who are distraught. They all knew Lola growing up, and they all want to find her, so they kind of do like a little Scooby-Doo gang and just kind of be detectives. They sneak into like police officers' office and stuff like that and try to find evidence. They check the tip line because the police officers aren't doing it in a timely manner. Obviously, every second counts in a case like this. They keep looking in the same place for Lola where she was last seen, which frustrates Drew because he's like, why are they looking there? Oh, they're looking for a body, and that really just stresses him out. Anyways, they go through the tip line, and actually somebody spots her with that man. So basically he takes her to like this thrift store to get clothes that are her size. She also begs him to go to a diner, Lola, because now she's like in the cabin with him, like up in Oregon, in like this remote area, in a fishing cabin, and she sees a diner, and she's like, can we please go to the diner? And he says yes. He orders her a strawberry milkshake, and she has a strawberry allergy, and she gets an allergic reaction. He gives her Benadryl, and she's like out like a light in the car, just drowsy, all the effects of having an allergic reaction and being medicated. Before that, when they were at home and it was like her first day waking up in that cabin, he gave her eggs and strawberries, and she ate it and she got an allergic reaction, but he thought she was allergic to the eggs. So he didn't even know her allergies, and she's starting to pick up on stuff. She's also starting to get memories of her mom, and asking him about it, and he's showing her pictures of a different lady who's blonde, who's not her mom, obviously. And she's not remembering, she's having trouble remembering stuff, but she's smart enough to know a lot of things, which is my favorite part about her. So Autumn, Max, and Drew are doing the whole Scooby-Doo gang. They actually find on the tip line that the lady saw her at the diner, and then that lady told them to go to the place where she went to the thrift store because she saw the shopping bags that were like pink there, that were very well known for like Nana's thrift store. So she went there. So they went there, and they were just trying to follow the footsteps, whatever. Then the lady at the thrift store was like, oh yeah, they actually mentioned they were going to Alton. I remember because my brother used to live there, but he moved. And then so they went to Alton, but only the main character Drew went to Alton because by now all of their parents were coming to find them, and Autumn's dad is the police officer for the town, so he's already coming up to see her and find her because these kids, they like missing school and stuff to do all these investigations. So Drew goes to the cabin, and he goes to the bait. He sees the guy walking, carrying the girl over his shoulder. He follows them, and they go into the basement of the fishing cabin. The girl is like chained to the wall. She sees on the wall a list of other girls' names, all who were held captive in there. It's like so many names. It's so creepy. Now that sounds like it would be like a good movie, right? When it gets to that part with the names, it sounds like something you would see in a movie. So this is what the wall says. It says Allison, Chrissy, Courtney, Arlie, Becca, Carly, Sheena, Ashley, right? These girls, they took a screw and they scraped their names into the wall every single time they were held captive, and it made a whole list. Like you see that in a lot of movies. And like the name of the other prisoners and stuff. So I like that code. I like that part a lot. It was really symbolic. I like that part. So she realized now that she's not the first girl, and that her name is not Mary, because remember, she can't even remember her name, so he's telling her name is Mary, stuff like that. She realized all these things now, and Drew sees her. So basically, the tip line, it said like, oh, we found this girl. She was wearing a jean jacket with rose rose gold embroidery on it. So basically, what's happening is like that's Lola's jacket that Autumn made for her. It's a one of a kind, and it's not just some denim jacket and some girl. Like she has identifying features like short brown hair and green eyes and freckles and that jacket. So she's seen on the footage. The police in both towns are like, you know, the police in the new town in Alton, they're like, no, it's not her. I seen her. I saw the pictures. It's not. And Drew's just not understanding. He's like, if you see this girl and she's missing, she has brown hair, green eyes, and the jean jacket, it's not a coincidence. That is Lola. Blah blah blah. So, anyways, they take it into their own hands. Drew goes to the cabin. When he sees her, he says, she then remembers her name. Her name is like Madison or something. When he sees her, he says, she's not Lola, right? And I'm like, WTF? Like the main character, Drew, Madison, yeah. The main character, Drew, just said that that's not Lola. Like I thought the whole time that it was Lola. It's not. That's the whole thing why this book is so good, which I hate. I hate the ending. And he saves her. They beat up Wayne, who is like a raid boss. It's like one of those guys in the movie that like they just keep hitting him, like Jason. He just keeps getting up, and there's blood everywhere and everything. The fight scenes, I always zone out, but I read it all. But for movies, I zone out of the fight scenes. And then, so basically, he saves her anyway. He doesn't leave her there. And they're even talking, and she's like, just go, save yourself. And he's like, no, I'm not leaving you. He saves her. Turns out Wayne turned on the gas in that house, and he was going to just demolish the entire thing with both of them in it, Wayne and his Mary Madison girl. Turns out he's this crazy psychotic guy who had a daughter, murdered her, buried her in his first house under a slab of like rock, whatever. And then he started stalking all these girls that look like his daughter for like weeks, and then he would kidnap them and then take them to his house and then try to like tell them like, hi, your name is whatever. And then like when they would not play along, I guess he would just write. So that whole list of girls, all that happened. So the ending of scene, so they escape out of the house, they kill Wayne, and they escape out of the house. And in the end of the book, they're like, oh, now we're making a movie about it. Autumn's dad is renowned as a hero. He was like, oh, I knew this was like some Ted Bundy kind of stuff. And he's total liar though. He literally, Autumn's dad, okay, and Autumn and her dad now are just like, she wants to go live with her grandma. She just not agreeing with him anymore. He literally, Autumn's dad the whole time, he was a sheriff. He used to be the sheriff. He retired. He just thought the boyfriend killed Lola the whole time in the whole book, and he would not do the investigation properly. He would not follow the tip lines. He would not follow the evidence. He would just always just stuck with one story. But then at the end, he's like, oh yeah, I knew it was like a Ted Bundy kind of situation. Like there was like, you know, like Wayne is like the Ted Bundy figure. Okay, so anyways, so he became famous after that. He got the sheriff. He got like a spot on the crew for like who's directing the movie to be like a part of that situation. So basically, they're making a movie out of it in the book, and then which is good manifestation on the author's part. Then the final scene is Lola's birthday. It's 4 months later, and Drew still goes to the spot where him and her. What happened was that they broke up, and she walked out of his car. She left his car. They were just grabbing food. Her parents were fighting at home. She asked him to hang out and eat food. They go to this spot at the river in his car with food. They grab burgers, and they have a fight because she's talking too much about the future, about like what they're gonna do when like they're like getting married and stuff like that. Like basically it's too fast for him, so he broke up with her right there, and she walked out of the car, but he didn't follow her, and she got kidnapped on her way home, and he always blamed himself, so he always goes back to that spot, even though that's not the spot that she passed away. That's still the spot for him and her. So he goes to that spot on her birthday 4 months later. He brings a red velvet cupcake with icing, cream cheese icing, and golden sprinkles, and a pink candle. And Madison shows up because Autumn and Max they're dating now. They're so cute. They're dating now, and those are the two friends. And they told Madison, where to find him, because he basically isolated himself from social media. He stopped answering her on Instagram and stuff like that. Lost connection. But anyways, so she comes down. They spread Lola's jean jacket in the middle between them. They put the cupcake there and they light it. And then Drew says that he knows that Lola would wish that everybody is like gonna do good without her, you know. And the wind blows out the candle, and it's like it's Lola. But then at the end, right before, right when that girl Madison is getting rescued, they reveal that there's actually one more name on the wall. Allison, Chrissy, Courtney, Arlie, Becca, Carly, Sheena, Ashley, and then it says Lola. So like when the narrator was reading it the first time, she was reading the whole list of the names, but she stopped, and then Drew comes into the basement and he's like, "You're not Lola," and she says, "I'm not Lola." And then the book reveals that the last name on the list is Lola. Lola carved her name in the wall. Drew was always feeling guilty. Madison told him that Wayne had been stalking her for a long time. They found more evidence, and that Lola was already gone even before, by the time all of these tips came in and stuff like that. Lola was already gone. So I'm like, how does that make sense? Oh yeah, she was already missing for 14 days. So that Wayne guy was already like onto his next victim. Anyways, that wraps the book. That's the end of the book. I really loved it. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Thanks to all of you who are always hanging out with me on my Twitch.